What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott. You're watching the number one stop for all things theme park related. We're here back with another podcast. Me and Savannah are going to be talking about should Disneyland get rid of Fastpass. I didn't think that I'd ever think about doing this. But what did Disneyland do as of recently, Savannah? What did they just add? Good job.
They added a Fastpass system. They added a Fastpass system to Monsters, Inc., and they're going to do it to Smuggler's Run. I don't know if they added any other Fastpass.
Yeah, they added Autopia.
And Autopia.
Well, Autopia's had Fastpass before. Monsters Inc. is the new one, and there's been some controversy surrounding around it about people already getting mad. So I figured, why not? No, this was actually Savannah's idea before she says that this is my idea. Figure why not do a podcast on it? Because, I mean, it's true. There's a lot of controversy behind the Fastpass system as of recent. Beforehand, like a couple of years ago, and just a year ago, it wasn't as bad. But I feel like theme parks in general have been getting really bad with their processes on stuff, and specifically Disneyland with their Fastpass system. So we're going to be talking about all that stuff, our thoughts, how exactly Disneyland can function without Fastpass, and touch up a little bit on the ticket pricing increases. I'm tired, but let's do this. Let's dive right into all this juicy stuff. Before, as always, I'm going to be reading our disclaimer, if I can find it. All views and opinions expressed in this video by SoCal Exploring and / or anyone involved with the video are solely our own opinions and should not be taken harshly if one may disagree with our various outlooks on whatever the topic may be at the time. Okay, so number one, they added Monsters Inc. Fastpass system. And as we know, the wait time for that is never any long at all. It's like 20 minutes at the most, right?
That is correct.
And then they have Buddy Pass all the time, so we don't have to wait because it's a wonder. It's like single rider, but for two people. Hence the Buddy. So they added Fastpass. The Fastpass kiosk it's like one of those pull around carts that you'd see for like Fantasmic or World of Color, and it's right across. The first day. Now this is going to be kind of like a little bit biased because we're talking about this for President's Day weekend crowds. We're still going to try to put it into perspective of a normal operating Disneyland day. So I think it started on Friday. Yeah, it must have started on Friday because, I mean, Disneyland just saw that as a perfect opportunity. All the kids are getting out of school for their 4-day weekend. So it's parked out there. There's cast members out there. Don't really know why there needs to be cast members out there. Everyone should know how to get a Fastpass, but I can see their worries. And the thing is, okay, so first I'm going to talk about Saturday because Savannah sent me this on Twitter, like people complaining. Monsters Inc. was a 75-minute wait, and for those of you guys who are new to the whole, like, how does Fastpass system affect the standby line, what's your best definition? Because I'm trying to think of, like, how I'd say it the most.
Oh my gosh, my voice. How I would try to explain it is like for a regular like standby like Falcon right now, like they have one line to focus on. They don't have people I guess like making the reservation to come back later in time, so they don't have like suddenly like I see this in a credit coaster a lot, or just a random like super big group of people just come all of a sudden, and you have to take them first because they're Fastpass. So the standby is just waiting there, just standing because they have to take all these Fastpass. So I feel like it's just two lines. Like, it's just like a 2-line system versus a 1-line system.
It's a 2-line system with the front of the line that's not a couple people in the front of the line like you'd see at a normal theme park. Obviously, Fastpass is free, so anyone can get it. No, like, there's no, if you get, like, some weird ticket, then you don't get Fastpass. Everybody gets Fastpass. So, like Savannah said, the CMs have 2 lines to focus on, and that Fastpass line, for the most part, despite slow times, like at night or in the morning, always has people in it. Always has a big crowd of people.
Have priority.
Yeah, they'll always have priority. So like, for example, with Cars, the big attraction that's always busy, it will say an 120-minute wait, but you'll get into the line and you'll be like, what the hell? How is this a 120-minute wait? But you realize that they let, like, 2 groups from regular
Literally,
standby.
like, they'll let in a fat line of Fastpass people, and then they'll let in like maybe 1 or 2 families from standby.
And then they go back to Fastpass right away. So that's how it's an 120-minute wait, just to put in perspective on how it affects it. Now, like I said earlier, Monsters, Inc. was a 20-minute wait per usual and 40 minutes on busy days. Busy days meaning Saturdays and Sundays. So you'd walk in, it wouldn't be that long of a line, but I mean, it's 20 minutes. It's kind of give or take a few. And then, like I said, we'd always be able to get the buddy pass because it was for 2 or 1 person where you'd go through the exit. Now, I don't know if they're doing buddy pass anymore now that they have fast pass. We'll have to ask when we go out there again on Tuesday. But now they have it split into 2 lines because there's a big, giant line, the outdoor queue where Monsters, Inc. is at, and then you go into the indoor area. Well, it's before you walk into the actual ride queue itself, there's a fast pass line, and then there's a standby line, and standby line cuts off in that big queue area, and fast pass. There's 2 parts to outside. There's the first part where you just first walk in, and then there's like a whole kind of, not extended queue, but a more...
Basically the extended queue because no one ever
it's
would stand that far back.
It costs by an extended queue. So the fast pass just gets to go in that first outdoor queue and goes right into it, as far as I know. And then the regular standby now goes straight into that quote-unquote extended queue. And with the President's Day weekend crowds, when it was 75 minutes, I saw that they were lining guests up outside towards, like, the Avengers stage. Like, pushing them back toward... oh, my God, the voice crack. Pushing them back towards there. And that should never happen. That would never happen. Even on a day that Disneyland's at capacity, that would never happen. You know? That was just insane. So, I don't know. And then, if I look at... I took a couple screenshots here from today. Actually, this was one from yesterday. 45-minute wait. Now distributing FastPass tickets at 8:50 to 9:50. That was at 3:57 p.m. And there was no fast passes available till 8 o'clock at night. And 45-minute wait. Also took one for Autopia, which we'll dive into a little bit later. 40-minute wait, same time, at 9:40 p.m. to 10:40 p.m. Latest fast pass distribution. And then at night at 6:30, 70-minute wait, no fast pass. 70 minutes. Man, like, tell me, would you wait 70 minutes for that?
Honestly, I wouldn't even wait 10 minutes for that unless we had Buddy Pass.
Like, we love Monsters, Inc., but it's not... I mean, if you guys are Disney historians, you know what happened with Superstar Limo. And then they just kind of revamped it to Monsters, Inc. It's a fun ride, but yeah, no thank you. And then today, I checked, Sunday, 9:16 in the morning, 45-minute wait. Fast passes for 9:15 to 10:15. Same thing with Autopia, with slightly different times. But here's the good thing. So this bad thing that standby is really long. But I want to ask you, would you prefer... Because there's instances like this where it's a 45-minute wait and you can get a fast pass right away. People just aren't smart about getting fast passes. So would you prefer that? Or would you prefer it, like, back to normal, where it's only a 20-minute wait? Don't think about Buddy Pass.
Back to normal.
Even without Buddy Pass?
I'm thinking about, like, Autopia for, like, this question that you're asking. Like, Autopia, there's no Buddy Pass, there's no nothing. You wait in line. And, yeah, even though it says, like, 45-minute wait, like, in Credit Coaster, there's always, like, usually it will say, like, 25 minutes, but there's usually a fast pass for, like, right that second. And even though you could get a fast pass for that right that second, that's, like, that day only. Like, that might not happen every day. And, like, for me, I don't know. For those 2 specific rides, I just don't feel like a fast pass system was necessary for those.
Well, here's my thinking on it. Monsters, Inc. is a no-go with fast pass. I don't think that it should have fast pass. And I think that it's just a test to prepare for Spider-Man. I really think that Monsters, Inc. isn't going to stay. especially with the hate that it's getting. Now we'll see on the weekday, because like I said, President's Day weekend may be a little bit biased. We'll see on the weekday how it is, but I think this is just a test. I think Disney's not going to respond well to the criticism. Then again, this is another point I'll bring up a little bit later on. You got to add value to the Max Pass system. So I think this is just a test. I think that we're going to be seeing it gone by the time the Avengers Campus opens and Spider-Man opens. It's probably just a test to see how it works with DCA crowds. Yeah, I don't see Monsters Inc. Fastpass lasting. I mean, they would have installed normal ticket booths already if they're planning on making this a permanent thing. They wouldn't just do the pull around cards. So I don't like it for Monsters Inc. I think it's stupid. I think it was a stupid move by Disneyland. I think I was open to seeing how it worked out, but I think it was a stupid move by Disneyland. Autopia's had Fastpass before. Now that wait, I didn't take any other screenshots, but the wait throughout the day today, I've seen like not that bad. Right now, Savannah just checked it. It is 8:40 when we're filming this, and it was at a 50-minute wait. Was there any fast passes?
No, there was not.
See, so Sunday, still President's Day weekend. The thing is, I like it for Autopia. I don't know. I do like it for Autopia. I don't think that it has a huge effect on Autopia that it does in Monsters Inc.
Well, I agree somewhat, but then I don't know. Maybe just I never experienced a fast pass with Autopia before, and I'm so used to just regular standby for Autopia.
Yeah.
That I'm just fine with it. Like I feel like for me, what I freaking hate is when you stand in the same spot forever. Like it could say 30 minutes, but if I'm standing in one spot for 30 minutes, like it's not line's super short, I'm gonna be mad. But if it's a 30-minute wait and like the line's longer, but you keep moving, like that to me is like better. And that's something with Fastpass. I feel like with Fastpass you stand in that same spot for so long because they're taking so many Fastpass people. But with a regular line, you keep on moving throughout the line.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, as far as I remember, they don't do like two separate lanes for Fastpass and standby because there's two lanes for Autopia for the cars. They don't do two separate lanes. They take you to where they actually separate you into two separate lanes. So even if you're just waiting normal standby, like Savannah said, you're going to be standing there waiting while they let all the fast pass in, which sucks. And honestly, me personally, like I wait for Autopia and all that, but I hate waiting on Autopia queue. I don't know why. I really don't like waiting on Autopia queue. It's just weird. I don't like it. I feel like it goes slow already.
I agree.
It's a weird feeling.
Once you get inside that little like circle room thing.
Oh yeah, this little dome theater thing that takes forever. And especially the left side line when they split you off, it takes forever. I always want to get the right side. But Autopia, Monsters Inc. I don't think they should have it for Monsters Inc. I feel like they should have it for Autopia, just to a limit. But I don't feel like they should have it for those two attractions. Now diving more into the whole FastPass system as a whole, Max Pass has now risen to $20, which was originally $15, which was then originally $10, which was then originally $5. Now I understand Disney has grown over the years, but the reason that Disney is adding FastPass to Monsters Inc. and Autopia again is to create that $20 Max Pass value, because they want to show guests, hey, Max Pass is actually worth paying the $20 for a free system. You know, you have all these different rides. Not only that, they're adding it to Smuggler's Run. Like, what do you think's gonna happen when Smuggler's Run gets Fast Pass?
I don't know, but what I do know is that I completely disagree with the whole Max Pass being $20. Like, $10, I thought that was totally worth it. 100%. $10, no biggie. It's a $10. Like, that's nothing. Okay, $15, all right, whatever, you know. Minimum wage went up, all these other considerations. Yeah, okay. But, like, $20, like, that is such a waste of money now. Like, honestly, like, in my opinion, I think $20 is such a waste of money for freaking Max Pass. Like, all right, you get some cool photos of your rides, all right? And you get to make Fast Pass on your phone. But for me, like, unless you're saying a full Disney day from morning to, like, night, like, okay, sure, but I just think $20 is way too overpriced, and it's only gonna go up from here. So,
And it definitely will go up because they're gonna add it to Rise, and then they'll add it to the Quinjet attraction next year, and then they'll add it to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and like, it's gonna keep happening, and they're gonna keep raising it.
it's gonna be freaking $50 for Max Pass.
Which, at a $20 price point, it is kind of ridiculous because, especially for, and I don't want to hear any of you guys saying, "Oh, you're entitled Disney APs," because in a way, all Disney APs are entitled. It's just how it is. But, like, if we go and we have annual passes and we want to go for a full day, which multiple times throughout the year we want to go for a full day, as all Disney APs do. Don't want to play that $20 every time. Now you could say upgrade to the higher pass or add Max Pass on, but some people don't have the money for that. That's why we do Max Pass here and there. But that $20 stings a lot more to your bank account than $15 would. And I know it's just a $5 difference. Like
But that
Savannah said.
$5 difference will get you like a snack inside the park, or could buy you like if you go outside the park to get food for lunch. Like
you gotta
that
think
$5 could buy
that, you gotta
that.
think us Disney APs spend a lot of money inside the parks already.
That could buy you some beignets.
I can buy you some beignets. So, do I think Max Pass is worth $20? No, I don't. I think to an extent it is. And that extent is to hotel guests, people traveling for the first time, you know, people going there for the first time. That is to the extent, I think, is Max Pass worth it. To the average Disney guest, even if you're like living in Anaheim and you're just going like, oh, my one trip a year, it's not worth it. Especially not to Disney APs. That just sucks. So Disney, like, fix that, please. And I know they're not gonna fix it. It can send fans into an uproar, but they will never fix that.
Disney won't do anything. They don't care. No
20
offense.
$20 is ridiculous. It should be $10. $5 is killing it, but $10 is where it should be. That's the perfect price point. Perfect. But like I said, Disney, well, not looking to us. But yeah, all these, the big reason why they're adding Fastpass to like monsters and all this other stuff is just to add value to Max Pass now that they increased the prices. Don't think that Disney's like doing anything smart or anything like that. They're just doing this to add value to it. It's scheming. It really is scheming. And like I just tweeted this out today. All Southern California theme parks, and I've been seeing this happen in Orlando too, which I'll touch up on a little bit. All Southern California theme parks are getting so schemy with stuff. With everything. Their process, their prices, new things that they're coming out with that are not really new. They're just scamming people for money. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. I get it from a business standpoint. The demand is higher. So, obviously, you want to charge more people. But from a Disney standpoint, what happened last year with Galaxy's Edge?
What do you mean?
It was a failure.
Oh.
It was a failure as far as population-wise goes.
Finally, you admit it.
No, I told you I admit it. I love Galaxy's Edge. I won't admit that it's a failure in my eyes. But as park-wise, business-wise, population-wise, it was a failure. Because 1, they did the reservation system. 2, they did all this other crap.
Okay, but like I kind of think the reservation system was kind of cool. Like
It was cool, but it wasn't good for Disney.
Well, yeah, but then like look at Rise freaking opening day. That was horrible. I freaking hated that. Like,
Well, Rise opening day was bad just
Yeah.
because they didn't give out
But, like,
directions.
no, but like I guess what I'm saying is like how you were telling me the other day, like you could at Disney World you make a fast pass, or like for Mickey's well, you get what I'm trying to say. I just can't say it. Over
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
over in Disney World, how they're already giving out fast passes for that, and like you're like, okay, cool, like I know I secured my spot, like I don't have to worry about it. But like that's how I felt with Galaxy's Edge. Like, okay, cool, I got my spot, I don't have to worry about it. Like get there early or anything. And like with oh my god, I can't talk. With what was it called? Rise of the Resistance. Opening day was just so chaotic and disorganized and like everything because you have to get there so early. Or like you didn't have to get there early, but like you know what I mean.
Well, that was just Disney's doing. That's just Disney being Disney per usual. They did it in Hollywood studios. It was like that with when they But the whole boarding group system is complete garbage. I know I'm like the master at it, and all you guys can shut up for saying that's a lottery system. It's not a lottery system. Watch the video. It has like 15K views, so thank y'all for the support. But it's not a lottery system. I mastered it. I've gotten under 15.
Hey, don't jinx us for this Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not going to jinx us because I'm the master at it, and I will continue to be the master at it.
Oh my god.
But as far as that doesn't mean I like it. The boarding group system sucks. You have to wake up early. You have to go.
Yeah, and
God,
if you don't
sucks.
get there in time, like I kind of like it. I mean, I'm not totally like
I'm not against it.
Yeah, I'm not totally against it, but like, especially like if you don't, you have to get there in the morning before park opens if you want to ride it. If you get there 10 minutes after, too bad, you're not gonna ride it that day.
But we're straying far away. The point is, everything that's going on with Galaxy's Edge has been a fail business-wise. So Disney's taking a lot of hits, losing a lot of money, especially with the breakdowns of Rise. So it wasn't right that they'd increase their Max Pass ticket. I don't think it was right, especially that they didn't do good last year. I mean, they're not. If they think that Avengers Campus is gonna make them tons and tons of money, then they're wrong. Because Avengers Campus right now, I haven't seen anything to excite me besides this freaking Spider-Man Stunt-tronic. I'm more excited for that than the actual Spider-Man ride. And I've said this millions of times. Avengers Campus looks underwhelming until we start seeing theming. Would you agree on that? I mean, it opens in summer, and look at how far they are on construction.
It opens this summer?
Yeah. And they're like not far at all.
Yeah, I thought it opened next year.
No, it opens this summer.
How are they supposed to finish all that?
That's what I'm saying. The immersion in Avengers, Marvel, a huge company that has a huge fan base, the immersive feeling is not going to be there.
Well, like, obviously, they're like, I feel like what makes Galaxy's Edge so immersive is that you're cut off from all of Disneyland. And this, like, I don't understand how they're going to separate this from, like, Cars Land when it's right next to each other. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, the immersiveness is definitely not going to be anywhere near Galaxy's Edge. Like, yeah.
Well, nothing would top Galaxy's Edge with immersiveness.
I'm not that big of a fan of Galaxy's Edge. But it's pretty cool in there. But, like, this is just, I don't know. Like, Cars Land, I think right now is cool and immersive and everything. Because there's nothing, like, really, like, around it. You can't really see anything much.
Well, because they do a good job at putting up walls and everything.
So I'm curious to see how they, like, because they're literally right next door to each other.
Well, the Avengers Campus is wedged in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of screwed with that, but they can also do a good job at immersive. They could have done a good job, actually. I don't know. I'm not going to judge Avengers Campus too soon, too yet, until I start seeing more stuff. Another issue with Fastpass is when a large e-ticket attraction breaks down at some point throughout the day, such as Cars, Radiator Springs Racers, the wait for the Fastpass is like a normal wait time in the Fastpass line. So say like a normal wait time in the middle of the day for Cars would be 90 minutes with a Fastpass of like 15 minutes. Yeah, like 15 minutes max. If the ride breaks down, it gives you a multiple experience Fastpass, which will then assure you that you can experience Radiator Springs Racers when it comes back up, or you can experience other attractions.
Yeah, but no, if you have a fast pass for Cars, you're not going to use that on.
Yeah, that's what I'm
else.
saying. A huge e-ticket attraction, such as like Guardians or Cars. Actually, no, it really wouldn't happen with Cars. It's going to happen with Falcon. But everybody gets a multiple experience pass if your time falls in the time that it breaks down. So everyone's going to go back and ride it later. So Fastpass line is down to flows.
So yeah, like if it's broken down for like let's say 2 hours, everyone in those 2 hour gap that had a fast pass
gets to come back.
Is all gonna come back later that night, combined with all the other people who had a fast pass for that time now.
Plus standby.
So
standby.
One family per.
Standby
5
realistically
minutes.
will look like a 10-minute wait, and it'll be a 45-minute wait.
Oh, longer than that.
Fastpass will be a 40-minute wait. Sometimes even standby may beat Fastpass. So in a way, you're getting screwed over. So there's that issue. It's a big issue. it's a real big issue. I think that needs to be leveled out a little bit more. I think that Disney needs to find a way to fix that. If Disney's just solely focused on everything else but the stuff that needs to be done, like the ticket increases. So dumb. Should have looked at it better. We knew it was coming, but still should have looked at it better. I know we complain every year, but with ticket increases, should have just looked at it
Especially
better.
because last year it was so big, wasn't it? Like the price jump.
Yeah, the price jump was really big last year.
I mean, it's not as big this year, but it's definitely like, what are you raising the prices for this year? Like, I get it. Okay, you have to raise the prices for Galaxy Edge. You know that was expensive, but like I know like all this other stuff, but like I don't. I feel like the price jump this year shouldn't have happened, and they could have waited till next year, once something else comes out. You know, Avengers Campus, whatever. You're already making enough money. Okay, I think they should have waited till like maybe January of 2021 to increase the price. And you have your big price jump, and another one just like last year, but I don't think this one was necessary.
Yeah, and if you guys, for those of you who are pro Fastpass for everything, let's look a little bit at Disney World. Took a screenshot here at 9:57. So what would that be? Like 12 their time?
Yeah, 3 hours ahead.
So 12:57 their time. It, as you can see here, 210 minutes for Mine Train. Disneyland never gets a 200-minute wait. Peter Pan's like 90 minutes. All those Fantasyland rides are so high because every single attraction at Disney World has Fastpass. And that is exactly why every single line is horrendously long. So if you guys are pro Fastpassers for everything, you're telling me you want a Peter Pan Fastpass? Instead of being a 45-minute wait, that's going to be an hour wait. Or not an hour wait, an hour and a half wait. At like 10 in the morning. Do you think you want to wait in that? Because I know I don't want to wait in that. With Fastpass taking over everything, and I have this strange concern that Disney will do that eventually one day, and that will be the day that they're able to skyrocket Max Pass price. That's going to be scary. It's going to be real scary. 'Cause, like, okay, so we're going to go to Disney World next year, most likely. Are you going to be happy to use the Fastpass system there? Or do you think it's going to be annoying? It's called Fastpass Plus, by the way.
Okay, as someone who's traveling there for the first time, you know, as a one time, obviously you're like one time a year type thing. I think we'll be fine because, you know, the whole staying at a Disney resort 60 days in advance type thing. Like, I think we'll be fine. You know, make our big attraction, Fast Pass and everything. But someone who lived there, like I was telling Scott earlier, like, it's so annoying because, like, I know you said not all of the Fast Passes go, like, in one, what were you saying? Like,
one day, like, one reservation. One day or, like, one reservation period?
Yeah, like, how Disneyland's Fast Passes, like, reset every day. Like, they don't, like, there's people making these, like, 60 days, 30 days in advance. So, like, if you're, like, a normal person who lives there, like, you want to go ride Flight of Passage, that's going to be, like, nearly impossible for you. Because you have all these Fast Passes being sold months before, like, that day. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's, if I live there, it's bad. But, like, me going for one day, knowing, like, to be prepared, it's fine. You go to saying?
Well, okay, look at it this way, though. We had to look at it from the pro side. If you live in the Orlando area, you can make a Fast Pass from home. You know what we can't do here? We can't make a Fast Pass till we get into the damn gates on our phone.
I don't mind that, though, that much.
I would love to, like, oh, let's take a Disney trip. And let's see what Fast Pass is. Okay, I want that Fast Pass. Cool, we're going to get there right at that time. I would love that. But there's also the downside of it adds more people to the lines. But I'd love that. So, with FastPass Plus, I'm kind of in the middle. I think that, I was telling Savannah this earlier, I think that with the whole hotel reservation thing and the just everyone getting to make it early, like 30 days in advance, I think that Disney should find a way to cap that. which I'm pretty sure they do have a cap. So not giving away so many fast passes. But once again, another thing Disney will not do. Do you think that it will ever come to Disneyland? And what do you think will happen if it does come to Disneyland?
Yeah, I think one day, maybe in the future. I feel like one day, eventually, we'll get the Magic Bands too,
Yeah, but we were promised Magic Bands like 2 years
Well,
ago.
I'm just saying, like, one day. Just
They're
because it's so
slacking.
much easier.
One day it will happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon, though.
And I think the day they do that is the day that they bring, like, the full Fastpass plus experience here, too. And I won't like it, I don't like it that much. I don't want to make my Fastpass all the way from San Diego. Like, I don't really care. I'll make my Fastpass once I get to the park. I don't mind it that much. But, it's going to happen one day, eventually. But for me, I don't really want it to.
I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I wish that we had the reservation thing, but I don't want a fast pass for Mr. Toads. I don't want a fast pass for Alice in Wonderland. I don't want a fast pass for Astro Orbiter. I want the same fast passes right now, but I want to be able to make reservation.
Yeah, I don't understand why they need a fast pass for literally every single thing. Like they have
it for like shows, like character experiences. Like what? It's so weird.
That's just.
It's like they'll have a fast pass to meet Mickey, and Mickey
like,
will be like 80-minute wait.
At that point, it gets too like calculated. Like you can't just say in the middle of the day, "Hey, you know what? We have a break right now. Let's go meet Mickey." You're like, no, you don't got a fast pass. You're not gonna meet Mickey that day. Sorry, but that's too bad.
Yeah, whereas here you can just wait in line.
Where it's like it's just too much. Like you have to calculate the whole day so much, where it gets to the point where it's not even fun anymore. Because you have to be thinking about everything that's happening every single freaking second of the day. Like holy shit! Like just calm down.
Yeah, like I pride people, like Orlando normals that are able to do that. Because I don't know how I'd be able to do that. Except for the ones that make stupid complaints like, Jungle Cruise employees walking through Main Street. Like those people. But I prop every other Orlando person that is able to deal with day-to-day crowds like that and day-to-day lines like that. I don't know. Like I said, that's my opinion on it. We got to look at a positive side. Back to Disneyland, back to Arcos. Having Fastpass helps out a lot. Because it helps to get more stuff done in one day as opposed to waiting in a standby line all day. That people are strategical with the way they use MaxPass. Then they could easily plan out a perfect day.
Yeah, literally, I have the best example right now. Well, we took my mom to Disneyland, alright? We got MaxPass, all of us. We literally, I'm not even kidding you. I did every single ride. Basically, every single big ride in Disneyland, like all the main ones that have MaxPass, plus a few extra that don't, before 11 o'clock that day. It opened at 8. We did everything by 11 o'clock because we knew how to use MaxPass. We knew exactly which rides to make it for and everything. It wasn't that busy of a day, to be fair, but like we literally got everything done so freaking quick. We had the rest of the day. And we're like, all right, what are we gonna double up on now? Because we literally just finished everything so damn quick, and we didn't have to wait and stand by all day.
Now I'll make the argument with you. People are going to say that they don't know how to use MaxPass.
Then that's on them. That's not my problem.
Well, that's my argument with the boarding group is everybody wants to complain about the boarding group Rise of Resistance. Like, all right, just be smart about it. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. But with Fastpass, I feel like it's exceptionally easy, but it's taking away, it's giving people an advantage over people who don't know how to use a phone. But like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. You link your tickets, you create a new plan, and you pick what Fastpass you want to do. Simple as that. I don't think that's an issue at all. If, like Savannah was just saying, if you're strategical, you get everything done and double up. But not everyone's going to make that. Not everyone's going to be smart about it. People, and I see it all the time, people all over here, people are making these weird fast passes, so they'll be talking about something, or they'll be complaining about something, etc. But I don't know. It's the Disney's way of marketing the maximize your visit so you can do all this fun stuff faster. But they don't explain how people do it or how to do it.
But then again, like, not to be selfish or anything, they tell everyone how to do it, then everyone's gonna. It's like a harder competition, I guess. Like, like if you want to know, you could easily look up any video on YouTube and really find out yourself.
Oh no! You can't say that though. You just gotta ask a cast member.
Or do that. Literally, there's so many opportunities to figure out yourself. So I don't know why you're complaining.
Well,
no offense.
The whole thing is like
the only part I see, yeah, I know what you're about to say. Like the old people who bring their kid or their grandchild to Disneyland. Like I kind of felt bad. Like imagine you're a grandparent bringing their kid to grandchild or whatever to Disneyland for Rise of Resistance. They're big Star Wars fan. Oh my god, so excited, but they don't know what the hell to do. Like that's the point where I see like, oh, like, I don't know what I could do to help you. Like at that point, if you don't have a smartphone, then how can I really help you get like guarantee?
Yeah, it's like giving people who are younger more of a fun time because it's easier for them. But I don't think that's a big argument with Max Pass. I think that's just like a if you are getting Max Pass and using that it's not worth it type thing. Like if you want to argue, oh, Max Pass isn't worth it because I didn't know how to use it, then I mean that's on you.
If you knew you were gonna spend the money on it, you should have looked it up.
Yeah, like if you're gonna spend the money on it, you should know how to look it up. I don't know. The whole Fastpass thing is just it's getting worse and worse. And I don't understand why it's getting worse and worse. Oh, I do know why. The capacity is raising at Disneyland drastically. And more people are spending money. Prices are going up. Disney is raising their capacity with fast passes. They're raising their capacity with everything. So it's making for a less fun visit. But I don't know. Closing statements. My personal opinion. Should Disney get rid of Fastpass? Disneyland get rid of Fastpass? I don't think so. Like, Fastpass is too sacred to Disneyland. It's free. You don't have to pay an extra $80 to get the front of the line for one time on each ride like you would at Knott's Berry Farm or Universal Studios. I think that Disneyland should keep Fastpass because it's a free system. It's easy for everybody to use. And you can maximize your visit with Max Pass with that $20 fee. Do I think there's value in it? Not for $20. Do I think there's value in it for $10 to $15? Yes, I do. There's really no describing do I think there's value in Fastpass because it's free. I don't think they should get rid of Fastpass. I just don't think they should do it with certain rides. Monsters, Inc. shouldn't do it with that ride. Autopia, I think they should do it with Autopia. What's another? I had another ride. They tried to do it on Pirates like a year ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was like it lasted like.
They put it out for a day.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah, they put it out for a day and that was done. Because Pirates would be hell. I mean, it's usually like a 30-minute wait.
Yeah. I thought it was cool at first, but then again, I never tested it out myself.
Yeah.
We never really looked.
We never looked at it. We never really tested it out ourselves. What's another? There's a Fastpass that I was keeping in mind that I knew that we didn't really need Fastpass for. I'm trying to think. Can you think of any of them?
In Disneyland?
Disneyland or DC, besides Monsters, Inc.
That already has Fastpass right now?
Yeah. Soarin' should not have a Fastpass. The Fastpass line for Soarin' is ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess like 90-minute wait. Like I've seen it like get like over cars wait like.
Yeah, and like the thing with Soarin' is it takes a little bit while for them to load you and everything. The Fastpass wait's ridiculous. Or not the Fastpass wait, but having Fastpass there, the line is always ridiculous. So I don't think it should be on Soarin'. The rest, I think I'm okay with. I'd say so.
What about you want Fastpass to come a Pixar pal around?
No. I mean, I love my Matterhorn, but sometimes that gets kind of annoying. I mean, we never waited in standby for Matterhorn, but I can see why people get annoyed at that, because that line does go really slow with Fastpass.
Huh?
Think, They have that new queue area, right?
Yeah, they literally just let you go through. Like, you just walk into a line.
But it's like 4 switchbacks, and people are waiting there for an hour in 4 switchbacks.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the Yeah. What I'm saying, like, Fastpass?
Well, there's
like,
no line for Fastpass.
Yeah, never. Like, you literally just walk straight on. Like, I feel like that's one of the rides where they don't, like, keep you at all. You literally walk right in. They always are constantly letting Fastpass through. They never stop you from getting on. As soon as they see you, they just clear you through. But, like, I see what you're saying. Like, the standby for Matterhorn is crazy. You see it, it's like, oh, that's not that long. But it's like 60 minutes.
Yeah. So closing statements, should they get rid of it? No. They shouldn't get rid of it. They just need to alternate it. They need to fix it a little bit. Will Disney ever do that? No, they won't. What are your closing statements on it?
I agree with you. Everything you said. Almost everything you said. I agree with you.
Yeah, well then what are those things that you don't agree with?
I just agree with you, Scott.
Well, what are those things that you don't agree with?
I don't know. I kind of forgot now. But
yeah, exactly.
But I agree with you that it shouldn't be removed, but it shouldn't be... I don't want it to be on everything like Disney World. Just keep it on, like, the main themes that actually do... Like, the main popular rides. No small rides, like, that genuinely don't need it. Like, that whole Fantasyland area. None of those rides need it. They're too small.
Especially the queue.
Mm-hmm.
The queues... I mean, Peter Pan goes essentially all the way to Snow White.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So, I don't think those are necessary. Any of those type of stuff. Like, the real basic rides, you know?
Yeah, I don't need a fast pass for King Arthur's Carousel.
Yeah. But, like, the more, like themed rides, the more bigger rides. Yeah, like, alright, cool. But, like, rides are already dead to begin with, like monsters. No, sweetie, you don't need it. And, like,
yeah, the more I think of it, the more I'm just like, why would Disney even think about doing that?
Yeah, I know. They never. It's like, I get it if you had like a big demand for it, like you're already having long lines and everything.
45 minutes.
Like, all right, you know, let's do Fast Pass. People are waiting in long lines. You know, they want to ride this ride, so let's do it. Okay, so they could guarantee their spot later on the day. But like, this was literally like, hey, we have nothing to do. Let's go get on monsters and rest our feet for a little bit. You know, like, it's not a ride that you want to secure a Fast Pass for.
Yeah, you just want to kind of sit down and relax, or take your kids on it. So, yeah. I don't know. Will Disney ever fix it? Probably not. But I'm glad I can have this discussion. Always fun with you, Savannah. Always good stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Will we be seeing you more on SoCal Exploring?
If you let me.
Subscribe if you guys are new here. With those bell notifications on to see more of us on our adventures throughout Southern California theme parks. Disneyland, Universal, Disneyland, SeaWorld, etc. You know how we be doing everything out here.
Scott's on TikTok now, so if you want to go check him out.
I blew up on TikTok. I posted a video, and it's very R-rated. So if you can find my TikTok, good for you. I got like 60K views, and I didn't even expect it to. And which is ironic, because that TikTok was me saying, I hate TikTokers. So that blew up. And now I got a bunch of 5-year-olds in the comment section. But that's okay. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on. Follow us on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram. And at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. And visit our website, SoCalExploring.com. The website's been doing good, guys. I'm really having fun with my articles and everything again. I had a slow time where I was getting bored with it. But it's been fun because I can do more detailed stuff instead of just having to talk about it in a video. I've been Scott.
I have been yours truly, Savannah.
We've been SoCal Exploring. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Positivity is key. Most importantly, remember to hit exploring. Peace.